You take it a strap. I'm strapped up.
Seven, what was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 169 of the Strap SZN podcast. I'm your host, Kam.
I'm your host, Flowz.
And as always, guys, my usual housekeeping message, please head over to Strap SZN Pod or Strap SZN Podcast. That's our Instagram and our Twitter pages, and there's a link in the bio on both of those pages that will take you to where we're situated at streaming-wise. So if you like your audio, we've got the Spotify and Apple Podcast links there. And if you like your visuals, the YouTube link is also there. So please make sure you give us a like, subscribe, follow us on all the social platforms, all that good stuff. Peace, people. Flowz, I've been itching to talk to you, bro. Because, so let's get the formalities out the way. You good? Yeah. First and foremost, we'll make sure I'm always good. Yeah?
You good?
Me too. Yeah, me too. I'm good. Yeah, no need to, let's get the formalities out the way, bro. Probably one of the most eventful weeks in boxing that we've had since we last recorded. Many talking points, bro. And yeah, I think you know what we need to talk about. First of all, Flowz, I'm just thinking where's the best place to start this, because we do have fight breakdowns, we do have previews.
Yeah.
But I want to start with what came around first, Flowz.
Okay.
So I want to first and foremost, Flowz, I want to start this pod, right? This episode. By giving thanks.
You know what?
You probably forgot. You didn't even know what's on about, but it's cool. You
got
there.
That was this week. I forgot. Yeah,
that was and it happened first, bro. So yeah. I want to give first of all, before I start this pod, I want to give thanks to His Excellency, Sheikh Turkey Al Sheikh, His Excellency. I want to give thanks to His Excellency for making this happen, because at the back end of the pod last week, Flowz. You brought up, oh yeah, have we seen the rumors? Like we both, nah, hey, wait, pay attention to that rubbish. Not true. Literally, was it a day later or 2 days later, Flowz, you're there sending me the fact that obviously people are sending me the fact that Wilder's come to the UK for a presser, for the Joseph Parker presser. Again, I was airing it. Me and you were speaking, we're conversing back and forth. You're then sending me the promo flyers. You're thinking, right, this actually might be real. And then I think the next day, it's the press conference official. We'll see their reckoning and stuff. And that's where we've deep that, this card is actually real. This mythical card that we said there's no way it's going to happen is happening. Yeah, Flowz, crazy. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'm going to get the card up.
Yeah.
The full card up. But yeah, Flowz, when you saw this happening, I know you were like, I'm guessing like me, you were thinking, nah, no way, too good to be true. Right?
Yeah. Thank you for to His Excellency, Turkey. I'll shake. Gotta give him thanks because he saved boxing. He's well and truly saved boxing. This is a super card. And partially the reason why I was airing it, because I was seeing, one, it was too quick. It was way too quick. I was like, these rumors came out of the blue. Like, obviously last week I brought it up, they came out of the blue. And we've been hearing Wilder, AJ, potentially, we've been hearing that for years now. So when I heard it, I was like, I'll see. When I see it, I believe it. Was my thoughts. But slowly and surely, I kept seeing more rumors, and I was like, nope, I'm keeping my stance. When I see it, I'll believe it. But then I'm seeing pictures posted. I'm seeing people getting plane flights. I'm like, wait, what's going on? I think I saw Jaya Patai on the plane. I saw Wilder on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Then I see Jaya Patai land in London. And I'll be seeing it on the TL. Everyone talking, journalists all saying, yeah, this is locked in, this is fixed. Mike Coppinger, we have journalists beefing, Dan Raphael beefing Mike Coppinger about who dropped it first. I was like, yeah, okay. But like the day before now, look, I'm starting to get hyped because I've seen the full lineup. Because I think last week we talked about potentially Daniel Dubois on the cards and the other people. Within a day, the card was almost finalized. And I was like, this card
was finalized, basically, yeah. So
he was like, this was apparently the rumored card, but it turned out to be true.
Yeah, so I've got the card up here for this is the full card, right? Yeah. So on the 23rd of December, we're gonna get Arslanbek Makhmudov versus Ajit Kabayel. Flip Hergovich versus Mark Demori. Frank Sanchez versus Junior Farr. Jaya Pataya versus Ellis Zora. Dimitri Bivol versus Lyndon Arthur. Daniel Dubois versus Jerome Miller. Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker. And then Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wallin. That is the full card. Flowz. Stacked. Stacked. We've got title fights. We've got the best in the world in certain divisions, all coming together on one card. I couldn't believe it. I just said, there's no way this could happen. And next thing you know, we're seeing the presser where they're all lined up. They're all there, basically, all announcing it. It's legit. And Flowz, honestly, for this entire week, my mind has been blown, bro, because it's like, when I was there asking questions, like, I think Flowz, you mentioned this is like all the top promoters have come together. Flowz, you coined it the Avengers of boxing. Like, it really what it is, because if we reel off a list, Flowz, Queensbury's there, Matchroom's there, Top Rank is there, PBC is there, Wasserman is there. These are five major promoters are all coming together. And we know what the issue with his business. We've been complaining about his business for eons, bro, in terms of how promoters beef each other. They don't like to fight each other. They don't like to come together to make fights. It's this side of the street versus that side of the street. It's broadcasting company versus broadcasting company. They're aligned with so-and-so, so they're aligned with so-and-so. So how has this, in fact, I was going to say how, we know how, all thanks to His Excellency, that he's been able to bring all of it, because don't forget, all these guys hate each other. Not the boxers. I'm talking about the promoters. They all beef each other.
And he heard of Frank Warren. They've never met. They've never been in the same room. They've never met until
this is the first time they
threw the bag at them.
Bro, first day.
Get a room.
For this to happen, Flowz, I mean, we already look when Saudi involved, you already know what going on when it comes to the bag. But this bag must be so crazy. Because, bro, even the fighters were saying that this fight, and the other promoters were saying this fight was made in like under a week. As in, this card was made in under a week.
Yeah.
So this bag must be something different. I don't even want to consider how much these lot are getting paid for this. But it must have been so much that these lot said, you know what? Let's cast aside all the differences and beefs. Let's do this for the fans. Saudi Arabia is the best country in the world. It has actually single-handedly saved boxing. Because this is a matter.
Yeah.
I'm there asking, what's going on? So what? Who's broadcasting it? Is it BT? Is it the Zone? Is it ESPN? I don't even know. I don't even think these lot care. They probably say, yeah, have it. The Zone, have it. We've got our money. We're good. It's crazy.
Bro, it's brilliant to see. And it just shows what can be done in boxing. Because this could be regular. Riyadh season, but look, we always talk about other side of the streets, things never happening because they're with this promoter, so it's never going to happen. That's what we've been put to the side, and that's because the money's been put up. One man's made it happen, and the rest have followed suit. And you can see it with the way they all of them gave him thanks as soon as they started speaking. But yeah, this is a mega card. While not every fight is obviously, not every fight's a 50-50, but these are all names. There's no soup cans on the cards. There's no what you've never heard of. These are all names in the business. Whether, it's not all 50-50s, but from top to bottom, it's champions and the best in the division across different weight classes. And it sets up nicely future fights between people on the card as well.
Look, we know what the massive talking point was. Obviously, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, how on earth can AJ and Wilder be on the same card but not fight each other?" Look, I get it; it's disappointing because we were kind of promised the AJ Wilder fight. That's what we thought we were going to get this year. It hasn't happened. It was actually meant to happen for this date, 23rd of December. For some reason along the line, it wasn't able to happen. And yes, as a boxing fan, I am disappointed. But at the same time, this card is so monumental that I'm able to look past the fact that we're not getting AJ and Wilder, because we know as well, if AJ and Wilder come through their fights, that's a guaranteed dub. That's a guaranteed for Riyadh season 3. This is only season 2. We still got season 3, 4, whatever to come. Like that, like it's basically like it's not even a secret that that's gonna happen next if AJ and Wilder come through this test. So yeah, I'm not mad at it too tough.
I'm not mad at it at all. In fact, I prefer it. I think the fact that they've made this happen makes me almost confident that they can make AJ Wilder next. Granted, they come through their fights. The fact that this has happened, this is even more difficult than them fighting each other in my eyes almost, because we don't know who's the main event. We don't know who's there's more to hash out of this. Get them both on the same card.
If you ask me, bro, AJ needs this.
Well, yeah,
I don't think it's I said he was ready to fight one anyway, so he needs this to be.
Yeah, that's why I like it, because they both. I think they both
Wilder needs it as well. Yeah, Wilder needs it as well.
He ain't fought since the one round. The Hellenius, was it?
Yeah, his boy. Yeah, Hellenius. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's crazy. So he needs, and this is his arguably his hardest test after Fury.
It is. Yeah. Even though it's a finished Wilder, I mean Parker. Yeah, it's definitely his hardest test. It's Fury.
It's a former champion
ever. So yeah, 100%.
The former champion. Yeah. He's fighting the former champion for what's the first? Yeah, he fought one champion.
Was a champion. Yeah.
But we come on. So this is one of his only legit tests. And look, the beauty of it as well. There's people who think Parker beats Wilder. There's people who think Wallen beats AJ.
Facts.
So, most people don't. They should come through those fights. Most people believe, but there's still that air of uncertainty. And you know what? I hope people both win. I just set up that fight, because if one of them loses now, then whenever get AJ.
It'd be Flowz. It'd be jokes if they both lose. You know? Do you know how funny that is?
That would be perfect.
If they both lose, they should still fight each other, because it's like they're both coming off streaks.
Yeah, they should still fight each other if they both lose, and loser retires.
Loser retires. Simple. Yeah, easy. That sets it up so simple, right? So easy. But yeah, Flowz, this card, like I said, my mind was mind bubbled all week, just saying, how has this card come together so quickly? Fair play. Shout out to, again, we give thanks to His Excellency. Press conference, Flowz. Let's run through the fights and obviously the press conference as well, because obviously even though to me, I enjoyed the press. So obviously certain characters made it more enjoyable, but I guess seeing all these guys in that room, the room seemed tense anyways. Obviously the heavyweights all kind of beef each other anyways, so it was kind of tense. But obviously you go through Makhmudov, Kabayel starting off the night. These are two undefeated heavyweights. Kabayel's name has been around for a long time. He's sort of been on the cusp as, someone. I know he's in sparring with a lot of these guys, so he might be a bit more known. Obviously, I think Makhmudov impressed a lot. He got some soup can out of the way in like one round in the Ngannou Fury card. Big, strong heavyweight as well. So yeah, decent fight to start off the night. Hrgović, Mark Demori. I can't believe Mark Demori's still about, but Hrgović, again, he's still. He's the guy that fought that Hay got out there in one round.
That was a comeback fight as well, wasn't it?
That was a comeback fight, yeah. So I can't believe he's still going. And when I saw, I said, Mark Demori. He was moving in the press though, Flowz. He was talking like, I'm just talking. Man said, look, they said, what would do to you? He said, look, it's changing my life. The money, the fame, the glory. I said, yeah, talk that stuff.
It was being truthful, yeah.
Bro, we said, look, I'm not the best boxer and that, like these guys, like he was bigging up Hrgović, and I've watched him so much. He's gonna be someone good. I'm just here to land that one shot. I'm gonna give him 4 rounds of hell, and that's it. Really, that's all I got in me. I said, fair play, I respect it. Hrgović should easily come through. We know that obviously Hrgović is on the cusp of a title shot. So yeah. Obviously, I'm happy to see Opataya. Very exciting fights. Anytime we get a chance to see Opataya, I'm happy. So he's up against an undefeated UK cruiserweight who they've kind of fed to him. On his story, he himself probably knows he's not going to win, but it's just obviously you take a shot and the money will be nice as well. You take that shot. So yeah, similar as well. I think Arthur has been fed to Bivol, Flowz. Even though I like the fight because I rate Arthur. He's not ready for the title shot against Bivol, but at the same time, it's hard to say no when you got this opportunity, this stage. The money will be nice. Arthur's nice as well, but yeah, Bivol is something else. So yeah, I'm happy for Arthur to get a title shot though. I am happy for him, even though I don't think he's ready quite yet, Flowz. I don't think he's bounced back fully from the yard defeat.
But he's got the IBO title. IBO champion,
IBO world champion of the world. Daniel Dubois, Jerome Miller, Flowz. I said to you, Flowz, I think it's a disgrace that Miller's on this card. I feel like Miller should be banned for life because he got caught twice. Was it twice?
3 times,
like three times, quick succession. Really like going crazy with the drugs. So the fact that he's still about and the fact that he's still throwing bare punches per round tells me, Flowz, because he's even bigger now. He's like 350 pounds now. Tells me that I don't think he's clean. So the fact that he's on this card is a disgrace, but I can't deny that he stole the presser, Flowz. Look, he can talk. He's New York, isn't he? Sorry. He's New York as hell. So he just gives it. He knows how to talk snack. He riled up people, riled up AJ. They reignited their beef. It was funny. It's funny seeing AJ livid. Yeah, man. That Dubois fight is very interesting, Flowz. I can't lie, Flowz. The Dubois commentary's been killing me. Flowz. Oh, man. You know, just a quick pause. Just talk about Dubois. Because the way Miller went and cooked him, and Dubois' response was, let's get it on. It was,
bring it on, baby. Big time boxing. I want to chop that tree.
Well, it's the way that Frank had to keep saying, you're not going to let him do that to you, are you, Dad? I said, nah, come on. Is he a baby?
What are you going to do to him, Dad? Oh, man.
Oh.
I will say, just on Jim Miller and what I hear what you're saying about Gerald Miller being bad for boxing, but because of that press conference, we need him.
He's a character.
We need him.
Flowz, he's always been from day Flowz. He's always been a character. Always been like this.
I know. And
but Flowz 3 times. Flowz 3 times as a heavyweight. It's bad, man.
How long was he banned for? 4 years or however long? Look, the rules need to be changed or whatever. I get that. There's been a number of people who tested positive for PEDs. We've slammed boxing for the way PEDs are handled, the wifeness of PEDs. But while boxing is still a mess, we need Gerald Miller. I'm saying just because of that press conference. Because to me, that press conference was dead.
Up until Miller got on the mic.
Up until Miller got on the mic. AJ brought something to say, we'll get onto him.
Yeah.
Dubois, hilarious. And Mark DeMori, I think he talked his bit as well.
He took sick.
But Gerald Miller took the mic and livened it up. It was bare still. Dev Sadi, shocking host.
You don't like him at all, do you?
He's shocking. His voice, his tone, he doesn't bring hype. Anyway, but Gerald Miller brought life to it, got AJ riled up. It was the back and forth, cooked Dubois. Had Frank Warren get alive and tried to hype up Dubois.
Yeah.
Dubois saying, oi, oi.
Dubois too funny, man. That's look. Daniel Dubois, bro, he gets level 1s, or he doesn't even get fade, just level 1 straight. He doesn't even get shape up. He's that type of guy, man. He's hilarious.
Tell me what you need to do. Level 1, doing shape up.
Look, if you want to tell what type of he is, I was even saying that, like, if you want to tell what type of guy he is, look at his trim. Level 1 all over, no shape up. All the time. That's crazy. Thing is, Flowz, he came into the game like that. Remember, he's a young man. He's not old.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And he's got bread as well. He's got bread now. So
Flowz, it's crazy to me. I was watching WWE today. I was deep in like, this guy really has a level 1 all over. No shape up. Just that's it. No fade, nothing. Mad.
That's crazy. You're even fresh.
Flowz, it's even the way he came up to he came in the bow tie and I said, bro. There was one time when Frank said, "What you gonna let him talk to you like that, Daniel?" And he didn't. He was silent. He didn't respond. He said,
oi,
awkward. He went, oi, oi.
It was so stupid.
Yeah. No charisma. Look, him and Miller are complete polar opposites when it comes to charisma. Like, you see, Miller could talk the mic off, while Dubois awkward on the mic and whatnot. It's gonna be a fascinating fight, to be fair, because we know what Miller brings. I'd be interested to see if Daniel has the power to stop him and keep him off him. Obviously, Miller's saying, with Dubois, you apply pressure to him, but he bends, he folds, as you've seen in the past. So it's like, see, because Miller will put that pressure on him. So it's a dangerous fight for him. Yeah. But yeah, I think that could be potentially, that could steal the night, that fight.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that one. But yeah, obviously, hopefully Miller's clean and whatnot. It'll just be embarrassing to this whole sport if he pops that.
Like I said, look, I understand if you get popped once and you legit pop, I can understand serving the ban. But 3 times, I'm there thinking, come on, you gotta be banned for life. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Hopefully he stays clean. I have my doubts whether he's clean, Flowz, but it's what it is. I can't prove that. We can come on to the main events. Wilder Parker. and Wallin AJ. Let's start with Wallin AJ because obviously Miller got AJ pissed, and AJ was then pissed throughout the rest of the conference.
We'll
AJ
start with
really
me now,
hates. However, then slap you. AJ generally hates Miller because even when Miller, even the moment Miller mentioned his name, you saw the look AJ was giving him.
Just stop and look,
bro, look straight at him, daggers. So AJ was ready. AJ doesn't like Miller at all, and it actually got it got AJ's back up because obviously Dev is there asking you questions now, and AJ said, "Why are you asking me questions? You're not my promoter." And he had to make Eddie asking questions. So Flowz, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. I think AJ's got on a short straw here. Otto Wallin is a tricky customer for AJ. Otto Wallin is a real banana skin. I can't lie, Flowz. Like this current version of AJ that we've been seeing, the tentative AJ, he can lose. I won't say he gets knocked out or anything, but he can get outboxed. Because Wallin's he's a southpaw, very good boxing IQ, good movement. You saw he gave Tyson Fury hell. He can definitely give AJ hell. He can beat AJ if AJ's not in his A game. And all this anger, blood that we saw from AJ, all I say to that is show me. Because I've seen this before where he's got angry in press conferences and then in the ring, it's tentative again. So I'm not going to buy into it. Show me. Because you saw even at the face-off, he was talking smack, as in he was having to go at, because Wallin gave AJ his props, but then Wallin started talking smoky, like, I'm going to retire. Like, I'm going to, it's time to pack him up. And AJ, I don't think AJ liked that at all. So I saw the clip. Obviously, there was a clip where they got the audio when they had the little face-off.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he was like, AJ was like, I'm going to fuck you up. 23rd, like I am. Wallin won't really try and respond too tough. AJ was putting on him. So, he seemed angry. I hope he channels that anger into the ring performance Flowz. But I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm sure you've seen the fact that he's now, for this fight, it's a one fight only deal apparently. But he's going to be training with Ben Davison for this one. Ben Davidson's going to be in this corner.
Yeah, he's been training with him for some time, but I didn't know if it was permanent or what.
No, apparently it's just for this fight, though. Just for this fight, because he wants to do the camp here in the UK. Basically, that's why.
But they were training before this fight got announced. Remember, I think I said it a few episodes ago that he's been training with Ben Davison. While he's in the UK, because he's been in the UK and he's been training with Ben Davison. So I didn't know if it was temporary or if he's going to be full time with him or what. But apparently it's for this fight only.
Apparently it's for this fight. Yeah, but I feel like Flowz, if this goes well for him, he's probably going to stay with him.
Yeah, he could do. I don't. Yeah, I don't know why he'd. I don't know why he's switching so much.
Flowz, isn't it interesting though? Because I swear it was the Wallin fight is what made Fury then decide to switch to Sugar Hill. No,
was it Wallin? Yeah, it was Wallin. It was after the Wallin fight.
It was after the Wallin fight where Fury decided to switch and then change styles, change trainers. So it's interesting that AJ's gone for this with Wallin when Fury. It didn't work out for him very well. The best, that fight made him switch. He thought, you know what, this style ain't working for me. Let me change. So it's very interesting that AJ decided to go for that.
Was it? Oh no, it wasn't. It was the first day. It was the first Fury fight, no?
Oh wait,
it was the first Wilder fight.
Yeah, the one. But you're right, actually. Yeah, but he had him for the Wilder fight. Yeah, still. Yeah, right.
It was after the first Wilder fight. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
But I remember John Fury didn't like how he went into the Wallin fight. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. AJ. Oh, yeah. AJ. We're seeing he was moody the whole thing. He was vexed. Yeah. He obviously doesn't like Dev Sani sitting next to him because Dev Sani's been talking smack about him for years. Which I've criticised Dev Sani for because I was like, this is a small business. I don't know why you're so committed to Queensberry that you're a journalist or whatever. Why are you dissing other fighters? That's brazy move to do, especially when you're in the business. So it came back and bit him in some sense. And obviously, Jarrell Miller, him and AJ have their beef. I think he was upset at Wallin for saying, AJ's past his peak. And AJ bit on that comment. And watching the press conference, I think I messaged you, I was like, they're going to get onto AJ because, when AJ's in front of everyone becomes a body language expert, psychologist.
Yeah.
They can read minds. They know what he's thinking. He's finished. He's done. I can tell by his body language. He's scared of Wilder. He's not scared of Wilder. These are boxers.
comments were saying that AJ was rattled and like, oh, you shaking. He could tell. I thought, how do you wait? How are you discerning that information right now? How are you?
You're speechless.
Bro, come on, man. Anyways, yeah, comments are weird.
Yeah, so I just think people will jump on that. Yeah, but everyone's a body language expert, which is fascinating. But AJ's always been weird. We saw him snap at Brazil, even when he was in his prime for no reason.
Yeah,
I think Brazil shook his hand, or Brazil said, "Yeah, I'm ready." And AJ started getting angry, and I thought this guy's weird. That was back
he is
then.
weird. He is weird. He is weird.
But I think he gets to the zone where he struggles to get himself out of it. So once he's hyped, he's vexed. He's vexed. But yeah, it should be a good fight. AJ could definitely lose, but
100%.
like you say, bring that anger into the ring.
That's it.
Stepping backwards or shying away when people are throwing.
If Wallin will box rings around him if he's not careful. So he needs to stick. He needs to stick it on Wallin. To be fair, see how Fury stuck it on him when Fury was realizing, this is getting away from me. Wallin didn't want to know. So if he does that, nice. And it's look, I called for the Wallin fight time ago, Flowz. You know when AJ was getting back, I said I felt like he needs to Wallin first before he then goes to. So I'm happy it's happened because we kind of called this. I recognize it's a dangerous fight for him, but he needs this fight, and Wallin's a good, credible opponent to have in your resume to beat before you head into a Wilder or a Fury or something like that. So he needs that. He needs this. So yeah, I'm happy that fight's been made. And then talk of Wilder, Flowz, Wilder Parker. I think Wilder is going to come through Parker because I don't think it's the same Parker. But again, Wilder can lose this fight. So Parker is enough of a test, experience, as you say, ex-world champion, to give Wilder hella problems. And obviously, having Wilder in the presser, Flowz, this guy still can't speak, man. It's actually bad. In fact, Flowz, it's got worse. I feel like his speech has got worse.
I've been telling you for time. I don't know. I think he's got a speech impediment. And he's
Flowz. It might be CTE. I can't lie because I feel like it's generally got worse. He was even simple words like his Excellency. He was like he was stuttering through the word. I thought, nah, what's wrong with this guy?
He's always struggling with that word. I'm telling you that. This guy called the Canvas Campus.
Mind boggling.
Oh man.
Yeah, Wilder's speech has got worse, But yeah, Wilder. It's good to see Wilder back, man, because oh man.
Who was it that said he's a great speaker? Was it one of your boys who said
one of my boys said he's a good talker. I said he's charismatic, yes, but in terms of his speaking, that guy struggles to speak simple English sometimes.
Oh man.
Real country guy, man. But yeah, Wilder, he was mellowed. He wasn't like, he was pretty mellow, Usually he's a lot more riled up and whatnot, but he seemed pretty chilled. I'm sure as we get closer to the fight, he'll be there, giving it more, but he seemed pretty relaxed in there. It's funny actually because obviously all the little promoters gave a little side piece and whatnot. Eddie Hearn's too good at talking, man. Way too good at talking. When Eddie started going off, I said, yeah, look, he's way too good at talking. Like, he smoked Frank, he smoked Dev, he smoked all of you, man. Just in like a little 5-minute little tirade. Easy peasy. But yeah, the press conference was cool for me, Flowz. Good to see all them man lined up in the room. As I said, a lot of tension there. You could feel it, especially between the heavyweights. I'm looking forward to the amazing night, Flowz.
I'll give Wilder seems he's more humble. He's shown more humility. He was very thankful. He was very gracious. He spoke kind words to AJ. AJ was ready to snap if he said something crazy. It looked like AJ was
100%.
staring at him, waiting for something crazy. And almost didn't seem to know how to respond to Wilder's humility.
Even Miller. Wilder and Miller have had issues for a long time. And, Wilder never, Miller said a little something. He was mainly going at AJ and the British guys, but he mentioned Wilder as well, and Wilder kept it. He just laughed it off. He didn't really rise to it or nothing. So, man, he definitely seems a lot more chilled.
I don't know if that's the effect of Brother Malik Scott or the arse whooping Tyson Fury gave him, but I don't mind. Well, I don't know. Sometimes Wilder talks tough, and then because remember he was talking tough about Fury, and then they met in person, and he was humble again. Maybe just respecting the environment. He always says that he turns into the Bronze Bomber. Eventually.
Yes, he says it's a persona in it. Yeah.
So maybe he's just being himself. But I notice people don't come for Wilder in this change of persona. But I think him and AJ seeing them next to each other was good to see. They shook hands.
Yeah,
I
because
do believe
they wouldn't have met many times, but that might potentially be the first time they
first
met.
time. Yeah, first time they've met. They've never met before. So, and he kept it cordial. AJ wouldn't have done nothing. AJ was already vexed.
Yeah.
But I do believe Parker has a good shot here. One hasn't fought in some time, hasn't fought many of his caliber. And while Parker's finished, he was piecing up Joey Joyce.
He was.
He was piecing up Joey Joyce. That was a few fights ago. And I believe he can piece up Wilder until he gets caught.
Look, that's it, Flowz. He's going to piece him up until he gets caught. And when he gets caught, he's going down. And that's what I think is going to happen.
Likely if he gets caught, it's a wrap for him. So I don't know if he's going to do the come forward style that Tyson Fury did and try to meet and bang Wilder. And he'll have success doing it. I'll do that, but it's just the fact of if you get caught, it's a wrap for him.
Yeah, facts.
But I'm looking forward to it.
100% looking forward to it, Flowz. And mate, that day is a wonderful day of sport. I'm not moving from my couch the whole day. It's just wonderful. And it's great. Saudi Arabia, best country in the world. Thank you to His Excellency. Shout out to him. And the fact that it's Saudi Arabia, Flowz, as well. Ain't no waking up at 5 a.m. to catch these cards. It's basically UK time. They're like 1 or 2 hours ahead of us. So, yeah, man, it's just fantastic. And I heard about the spectacle that the Fury and Garner thing was. I know they're going to come even harder with this one, bro. With what is it? The performances, celeb sightings everywhere. Boy, the ring might flipping drop down from the sky this time. I heard it rose up last time. It might fall down from the sky this time. I don't even know. But yeah, man, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful day. A part of me still feels like, Flowz, that something might happen in terms of either someone's going to fail a drugs test, Jerome Miller, or an injury is going to happen or whatever, because this card still seems too good to be true, bro. It's one of the best cards I've seen in ages or ever.
Yeah.
And as you say, it's the Avengers of boxing. It's a serious link-up. Only ones that aren't really... Who's missing? Boxer are missing, I think.
Yeah, Boxer
I guess they're new in it, so yeah, you allow them in it. But yeah, man. I wonder if we're going to see all the representatives. Like, obviously, I'm sure Bob will be there. Hearn will be there. Obviously, Fury will be... Warren will be there. Will Al Heyman make an appearance? Flowz? Will the ghost Al Heyman come through? I doubt it. I doubt it. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to what's it called, George Warren. They were giving him shots.
Yes.
And we've talked about it before. He seems serious.
He's the one.
Shout out to George Warren.
He's the one that Hearn deals with, and Hearn's got a lot of respect for him as well. So shout out to George Warren. Who's the other? Is it Spencer Brown? They kept shouting. What's his name? Is it?
Spencer Brown. I think it's.
I need to do some research on him because he seems
Tyson
like he's
Fury's manager.
Okay, right, yeah. Because he seems to be very influential for this as well. They were bigging him up and everything. So
yeah, I think he's the connect with the Saudis.
Yeah,
I think he's the one who's patting. So yeah. So somehow I don't think Frank really does anything. We've said that for time. Frank doesn't do anything.
It's Bob and come on, man.
So I think he's going to connect with the Saudis, or he's managed that relationship with His Excellency. And he's the one who's kind of brought things in. So yeah, shout out to Spencer. It's Spencer Brown, right?
I think it's Spencer Brown. Yeah, something Brown. Anyways, cool.
Yeah.
So Flowz, fresh off that, 2 days later, these lot said we got another one for you. Here, take another one. Because is it February 17th or something like that, Flowz?
Yeah.
Usyk, Fury confirmed. Presser in London as well. Both parties are here. Undisputed heavyweight championship of the world, Flowz. It's locked in. It's gonna go down next year, February. Once again, we have to give thanks to His Excellency, Turkey Al Sheikh. Because this Flowz, this reality is look like the best TV show ever, bro. I can't lie. Because what it's doing is crazy, Flowz. And what it's stated to do as well, because in the pipeline, they're gonna have Beterbiev Bivol there soon next year, 100%. Like, these are the fights that us fans have been shouting for, have been screaming for, and these are fights that we've been struggling to make. And these are just making it happen. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, Arab money different, man. Saudi money different. Yeah. Like, this become a new mecca of boxing, and I'm here for it because these fights we're struggling to get them over the line. But yeah, Fury Usyk is happening next year. Presser was interesting again, Flowz. I can't lie, Fury made a tit of himself as usual.
I didn't watch
The way he was trash talk, bro. He's trash talking Usyk, and it's like I keep saying, what's the point of trash talking this guy? He doesn't understand English. Usyk was just looking at him like, okay, are you done? Like Usyk doesn't speak English, bro. Just give up. He's not gonna like. But yeah, I liked Usyk's management were killing me because they were basically saying, you know, what like, is it Eglis? His the guy who manages him was like, this was the easiest fight he's ever made, because apparently all it took was one call from Spencer Brown, called him over to New York. They met in like one day, and that day it was signed and done. But obviously Spencer Brown is coming off the back end of His Excellency, so they knew it was legit. He said it was so simple, quickest fight he's ever made, easy peasy. They were sending little shots about, you know, like it's not really Fury's made this happen, it's His Excellency and his team, because Fury was there taking the piss. But yeah, they were saying, yeah, shout out to Fury for, you know, finally having the balls to get in the ring, but the belts are coming back to Ukraine. Obviously, Fury's there saying, no, it's coming back to where I am. But yeah, Flowz, so we'll preview that when it comes, but I'm happy to announce that that's coming down as well, Flowz. Usyk Fury. We look forward to it, bro.
Certainly do. I'm glad they made it happen. This one I'm even more skeptical than the main one, but the bag's been chucked at them. So I think that was the main issue before, and it's been kind of taken out of Fury's hands. So shout out to George Warren, Spencer Brown,
yeah,
His Excellency.
That's the thing, Flowz. That's the key. You got to take out of Fury's hands. That's it.
Yeah. Because who was it was that this guy was shouting out the phone, shouting for deadlines and all this. So if anyone can make it happen, it's Saudi.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, yeah, I mentioned quickly before we move on. Obviously, briefly mentioned. Obviously, this Riyadh season thing it's a proper thing now, Flowz. We have to give it the respect it deserves. If Beterbiev and Bivol were slated, are there any other fights, Flowz, that you would like to see over there in Saudi that you feel like can be done by the Saudis? As in, there's no roadmap for them to happen in America or the UK, and it's a fight that you would desperately looking to see that seems to be struggling to get over the line at the moment. The other fights that you can think of that you like to see?
Yeah, they need to get Tank on the phone. The lightweight, they need to get a couple of Tank on the phone.
That's why I thought. I've said once they've done the heavyweights, they should move on to that the 135, 140s.
Because I think most of those guys will fight each other. I just think it's Tank who won't fight. He has no interest.
Yeah.
Or maybe Tank would fight them, but he's got his game plan where he doesn't he doesn't care about belts whatsoever. He's gonna keep fighting soup cans and get gassed up that he's the face of boxing.
Yeah.
And make a little bag compared to what these men are making, really and truly. He's not making the same as a Canelo or AJ.
Yeah.
So hopefully he gets wind of what they're doing over there. And then he'll be willing to make some fights as well happen. I think all the other fights can be made. I think Buatsi, Yard can be made. I think the other champions will fight each other.
Canelo Benavidez is guaranteed in America. Like that's Las Vegas. Like that's locked in already. So doesn't need Saudi. Yeah. Okay. So the little guys really, really and truly are the ones that we can maybe hopefully get. Or just Tank.
Tank via all these guys might have to have
bro.
Saudi,
look, at this point, if anyone can do it, it's His Excellency. 100%, bro. Anyone can do it, it's him. So yeah, hopefully we see these mega fights happen now. They've done the fans such service, and again, they've broken down the potential that we can see for us with this Riyadh season is limitless now, because they're making these mega fights happen. They've shown there's a way to do it. They put a roadmap in place. Man, it could next year, Flowz, could be the best year for boxing ever, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, if you deep it could be. Next year could be special. The 2023-2024 season it could be a historic season, bro, for boxing still. So I look forward to it as a fan. I'm excited, man. But Flowz, we got some fights to discuss. I think we take it day by day in terms of what came first. So we're gonna talk about a card that happened on Thursday. Flowz, I hate to say it, but they're massacring our boy in the streets, man. They are massacring our boy in the streets. It's peak. Shakur Stevenson, let's congratulate him. He's became a freeweight world champion at the age of what? How old is he? 23, 24? I think he's about 20, maybe about 25, 26, 25, 26. Because Haney's about 23, so I think he's about 25, 26. Amazing feat. Obviously, we said this one of our graduates from the Strap season wants to watch list. We know how good Shakur is. But bro, this fight right here, it has not been well received by the public. And we said how last week it's hilarious how Shakur was the walk of the town, and you see the public are turning on him. And it's got even worse now with his fight performance, Flowz. It's deep. I think they're killing Shakur in the streets. It's deep. Obviously, it was on Thursday, so I wasn't able to watch it. Obviously, work the next day and whatnot. But I woken up, I've seen that he's won by UD. I'm like, okay, expected. Let's gauge the reaction on the timeline and whatnot. I'm just seeing how just killing him, bro. Boring. Seeing videos of fans walking out, videos of fans shouting Haney, Haney, Haney. I'm thinking, right, how bad was it? Booing. I've watched this fight, Flowz, and they were booing as early as round 2. They were booing from round 2 onwards. It was from round 2.
Yeah.
And I said last week that this Los Santos guy is good. This guy is good. He's gonna be very, very, he's gonna be tricky. But Shakur will figure him out. Shakur is just better than him, and Shakur will win. Now, I watched the fight in full, Flowz, and I gave it a UD to Shakur. I think he did win the fight. But I'm watching that fight and I'm seeing, look, okay, this De Los Santos is very good. Like, I knew he was good, but he's better than I thought he was. He's actually really, really good. Shakur was his usual, very hard to hit self. I think one thing that stands out for Shakur, and I think there was a stat they read out, like out of all the fighters active today, Shakur gets hit after Bivol. Shakur gets hit the least out of all fighters, bro. Yeah. Defensively, he's ridiculous. He's so hard to hit cleanly because he's so quick. This judge of distance is immaculate. That you're most of the time you're hitting there because he's able to step back or avoid punches easier and slip them. But unlike other Shakur performances, Flowz, offensively, he was very, very inactive this fight, and that's what made for, I guess, for casuals, a hard viewing. I'm watching this fight, Flowz, and to me, it's looking like a high-level game of chess. Because De Los Santos was also on the same kind of thing in terms of his distance control was really good. And yes, he was probably he was throwing more punches. He was a more aggressive fighter. Yeah. Obviously, Shakur being so good defensively meant that he was hitting there a lot of the time. But defensively himself, his distance control was really good. And he was also backing up and slipping and avoiding punches as well. So that's what made this fight really hard to watch, I guess, for the casual. It wasn't action-packed, but Shakur offensively, I'm not worried, Flowz, but I do agree, obviously, you're here to please the fans at the same time. You add context as well, Flowz. The co-main event, which we'll talk about a bit later, was a flipping war, absolute war. So fans naturally are going to want to see something like that, and they see this, they're going to boo, they're going to walk out, and whatever they're going to complain, is what it is. We can delve into Shakur's offensive struggles, I think, a bit. Obviously, I want you to have your say as well in terms of what you thought initially. But yeah, I can see why the casual fans are pissed off. Me, I'm not so worried or annoyed. Sometimes you have off nights, you have tricky opponents. De Los Santos was tricky, I did say it. But he did enough to get the win, Flowz. There was no robbery on my. I saw one or two people saying, "Oh yeah, De Los Santos should have won that fight." He didn't win that fight. Shakur, even though he wasn't punching much, he was still landing at a higher clip, and he deserved to win for me.
Yeah, I saw the backlash as well. I saw him get killed, and I was like, "Damn." We spoke about this last episode in terms of we pointed to his Nakatina performance where they killed him for that. And we thought he'd actively want to avoid that from happening again, given how much he's been talking, how active he's been on Twitter, beefing, going back and forth, calling out Devin Haney, all of this. And yeah, the performance in the match, what we expected. Now, there's talks of him being injured per se, but who knows? I think the fight was a chess match. I didn't think it was as terrible as people were saying. Obviously, at this level where you've been talking so much, you need to entertain the fans, which is, if you want to be a big deal and whatnot. If you're talking about Tank, Devin Haney, you've got to be entertaining. So yeah, he's got to take that one on the chin. But I just thought it was a high level chess match. Obviously, not a lot of punches landed. The game is hit and not be hit, and that's what they were both kind of showing. But that doesn't put bums on seats and whatnot. And we said the reason why this is on a Thursday is because you ain't a draw, bro, and you ain't gonna be a draw with that performance. You're simply not. So it's kind of some back, because obviously we see Devin Haney jurying saying they should have given him 10%, not 25%. It was generous. And the people are going to start signing
Rolly, obviously, who's one of his critics, was killing him as well. Yeah. We know Rolly.
Yeah, Rolly couldn't wait to this. So he was boring, and he jumped at it again. So look, it's setting back in that sense, because while they've tried to label Haney with the boring tag, he's been far from it. He's been entertaining. He's just not getting knockouts, but he's been in entertaining fights. He's done his job. He's not run, because they were saying there was points where
they will say, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even call it running, but you know how I feel about that. But yeah, I
mean, legit. He wasn't running, but yeah.
But yeah, no, obviously they tried to throw Haney that tag as well. And what did Haney go and do? Lomachenko, he stood toe to toe. Even though I would say that was the wrong move, he did that. And I know he did that to entertain the fans. Shakur was very bullish afterwards, Flowz, and you know, I don't care for the booze. Is what it is. It's a bad performance. Hold my hands up. He did say he didn't say there was an injury, but he said he didn't feel good in the ring. Obviously, Bob Aaron's come out and said that he was suffering an injury, but that's not come from Shakur's mouth. But yeah, Shakur was very bullish about, you know, doesn't give a damn about the fan reaction and whatnot. You know, he realized he wasn't feeling good and the performance wasn't great, but he had to do what he did to get a win, which is what he's done. And now he can go on to bigger and better things. I just want to say to Shakur, I guess, I don't want to call it a word of warning, bro, but it's like, okay, again, yes, understand that sometimes you have your off nights. That's fair enough. And you don't feel good. And sometimes you just have to eke out the win, which is what he did. But he also needs to understand that you saying you don't care, you know, whatever, what the fans think and whatnot, he's now into the bigger and better fights. He does need to understand how it's important for the fans to want to see him. That's how he's going to get those bigger and better fights. Because now, let's say he goes to approach Tank now. We know what Tank's excuse is every time for not fighting someone. He doesn't put bum in seats. He's got no drawability and whatnot. And if these kind of performances, they're going to affect his drawability, as you said, Flowz. It's on the Thursday. We're seeing people leave the ring. I mean, leave the arena before the fight's even done. Wow. We've just seen, you know what I mean. So this stuff does play into effect Shakur, and it is important for him to entertain. I'm not saying he needs to go out toe to toe, but like this fight, Flowz, again, we've seen Shakur be very good offensively and look and put his hands together. He barely threw any combinations, Flowz. He barely threw anything. It was one shot, jab, one shot, little counter here and there, then the rest defensive work, avoiding slipping punches, being on the back foot. So, yeah, he needs to understand that you can be bullish and whatnot, and be like, I don't give a damn what they think, but you kind of do at some point, because that's going to elevate you into getting these bigger fights, full stop.
Especially when you're chasing the big fights. You're not the draw.
Yes, he's chasing.
You're not the draw. Yeah. If you're the draw and you're fighting like this, then people will pay to see you lose. Same thing happened with Mayweather.
Floyd, exactly.
People said he was a runner, he was boring, but they always paid because they wanted him to lose.
Yeah.
People want you to lose now. That's it. But are they going to pay to watch you?
Yeah.
You're not going to get the big fights, like you say, because he's got to do kind of start to change the wins as well, because he'd been putting on good performances, but now you've talked yourself in a position, and now the eyes are on you, and you dropped another one.
Bro, he came out with Bud and Andre SOG Ward. Floyd was in the crowd watching him. Like, these are boxing greats that have endorsed him, by the way. These are all guys that have endorsed Shakur as the next one up. So I'm sure they might want to. Like I said, Floyd went through it. I'm sure Andre will understand. They will understand. But it's like, you got these men surrounding you. They're expecting greatness. The fans are thinking, "Rah, why are they rocking with this guy so much?" All that kind of stuff. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? It's part of the image, right, Flo? It's part of the optics. And obviously, you see his Twitter antics as well. Where he's talking smoky, he's going at people, all that kind of stuff. Casuals are going to look at that and think to themselves, "Yeah, okay, cool. Let's see in the ring." And they see that. Again, I understand sometimes, yes, the casual fan, the boxing heads know that Shakur is cold and is destined for great things. And he won that fight comfortably. But at the same time, yeah, it's your prize fighter. You have to also, especially in his position where, like you said, Flowz, he's chasing the guys. He has to make them, he has to make fans shout to, oh yeah, fight Shakur. That Shakur guy, he looks cold, fight him. Because if not, it's so easy for these guys like Tank to say, why should we fight Shakur Stevenson? He can't even sell out arenas. He can't even sell out his hometown. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
We'll give you 10%. We'll give you 5% now because what are you bringing to the table? It's mad. It's peak.
Yeah. But there's a route back for him. He's still young. There's easily a route back for him.
Oh, yeah. Look, Flowz, I said I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
Yeah,
I think Shakur will be fine. I just want him to realize, that how the marketing plays into him. I want him to get the big fights. Because, like I said, I want him to fight the Haneys and whatnot. I think he beats them. But he has to put himself in position to do so. You know what I mean, Flowz?
Yeah.
And performances like that, it's not going to help him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he clearly wasn't himself. The jab wasn't there. He still has the boxing IQ, still moving, doing the things defensively, but usually his jab is sharp and accurate for me and strong, and the combinations are there, but the offense just wasn't there. So I do believe he had an injury. I do think he won, but to me, not that it wasn't convincing. It was just like Dos Santos was busier than you. And I'm not even beefing people who say Dos Santos won. I'll be real. I'll be like,
really?
Cool. Yeah, I'm not because he was busier. I don't think
he was busier for us, but he wasn't really landing. Let's be real.
He wasn't really landing. But Shakur wasn't really landing and wasn't really throwing. So it wasn't like, there was a huge disparity in what was landed and not. Just Dos Santos was missing more. That's what it was. He was missing more. And even Shakur's work that he was landing, a lot of the stuff was, okay, good body work from both of them. But the jab was
jabs as well.
For me.
It was but he was landing the jab though. I thought he was landing the jab, but it just wasn't. There wasn't really pop to it.
There wasn't any pop. It wasn't like he said bobbing back.
Yeah,
he wasn't deterring Dos Santos.
Yeah.
Dos Santos was still being sharp defensively. He wasn't.
Dos Santos is good. I said he was good. Santos is good. Yeah. He's a good fighter. A very good fighter.
Yeah. I'm not mad at anyone who says Dos Santos won. I'll be like, you know what? Shakur did one for me, fair, but I was giving rounds to Dos Santos. I don't think Shakur won every single round.
He did. I gave rounds. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I gave him some of the early rounds just from being busier.
Yeah.
So if people talk about a rematch and Shakur goes out and destroys him in a rematch, then that's one route back for him. Or you can jump right in with a Lomachenko. Actually, Lomachenko don't want to see him, but there's people who are more likely to maybe call him out now, thinking he's a light touch. I see our boy, what's his name? Jamel, who fought Loma's boy.
What, Jermaine Ortiz?
Jermaine Ortiz, yeah.
Good fight.
Yeah.
Great fight. Great fight.
Seeing that. So there's options for him. There's people out there who could potentially fight him. There's people out there.
I think he should move up.
Again?
Already. Yeah. But no, because I'm saying that because at 135, the other three belts are held by Haney. Yeah. Haney's probably not going to come. Haney's not coming down to fight him. That's done. As you say, Lomachenko doesn't want to fight him. Loma's trying to make the fight with Kambosos.
Yeah.
So that's not really an option for him. Cool. I think maybe I'll see the Jermaine Ortiz fight. Yeah. But after that, who else is there really? Apart from these new up-and-comers, Keyshawn Davises and Abdullah Mason, Kid Schofield. These guys aren't ready to jump in with Shakur yet.
Yeah.
I can't lie for us. There isn't really much. I mean, Tank isn't going to happen.
Yeah, that's not.
So really and truly, Jermaine Ortiz, if you want to do
Kambosos and Loma are the only people I think.
Yeah, and I'm saying, are Kambosos and Loma willing to fight him? I mean, obviously they're going to have once they settle their thingy, maybe fight the winner of that. But what if Loma again goes, I'm not really feeling it. I'm going to move down or whatever. And Kambosos will fight him, but is that really something you care about? So I can't lie, Flowz. 140 to me sounded real attractive to me. He's got the belt, 3-division world champion, got that belt.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go chase the other guys now. 140, we said all routes lead to 140 anyway. So I can't lie, Flowz. I'm happy to see him move up. I'll be so real. I don't think there's anything left for him at 135. Unless Haney relinquished the belt and he wants to become undisputed. I don't think he gets that.
I don't think undisputed is worth chasing that. I think a fight with Lomachenko is what you should be pursuing. And as a stopgap, maybe a Jermaine Ortiz, maybe a Kambosos. But eventually, if he can beat Lomachenko in dominating fashion or whatever, then that propels him in people's eyes slightly. Yeah. If it's a stinker, then he's done. He's done for. Move up, but I don't mind him moving up now as well.
If Lomachenko is happy to have it, because like I said, I'm just going off what Lomachenko's team was saying. They're like, maybe because obviously they come off a loss, so they don't want to risk another loss. So maybe, yeah, cool. Maybe they beat Kambosos and they're like, okay, cool, we got our confidence back. Let's go for it with Shakur. But yeah, it depends. But basically, what I'm saying is the opportunities at 135 for Shakur, to me, are looking, now that he's got that belt, are looking slim. I don't think he cares about undisputed. So yeah. But Flowz, again, yeah, I'm not too worried about Shakur. He's still cold to me. And yeah, you got congrats on becoming a free world champion at his age. Amazing stuff in 20 fights or whatever it is. Co-main event Flowz is worth talking about because I'm sure this is what really had the crowd excited. Emmanuel Navarrete versus Robson Conceição. Thriller Flowz. Brilliant fight. Did you check that one out? You're on mute, by the way, bro.
Yeah, brilliant fight, man. Yeah.
Brilliant fight, bro. Ended the majority draw. So Navarrete, being the champion, retains his title. Flowz, to you guys, most Navarrete fights are exciting, and we've said this before in this pod, bro. Conceição's cold. Conceição, like, I really like Conceição, man, and this is his third time. I feel like he's one of the most unfortunate men in boxing because this is his third time fighting for a world title, and it's his third time coming up short. First time Oscar Valdez, obviously we know the situation with the Ped situation. We actually felt that he won that fight, but they gifted Oscar Valdez victory. Second time was against Shakur. Obviously, Shakur being Shakur, pieced him up, battered him really. He gave a spirited effort, but Shakur is Shakur, so he was always going to lose to Shakur. And now against Navarrete Flowz. Navarrete, who is, you know, Navarrete's style Flowz is very different. If you look at how he boxes, very, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but I honestly, Flowz, I really rock with it though, because he boxes like no one else I've seen. It's sick.
Yeah.
It's like, to describe it, listeners, he's very languid in his style. It's like he's in a rhythm where he's rocking and rolling, but he's throwing punches from really unorthodox angles. Like, it's like
anywhere.
From any, and Flowz, these are punches like there was one shot where he looked like he was thrown to the body and it ended up in his uppercut.
Great shot.
Like, and it worked. So he has this
style. And even watching it, you don't even see it. Even watching it, I was like, what?
Bro, when I first saw him fight, I thought to myself, what his style is? But I'm watching it. It's piecing guys up. They don't know what to do with it. His style is sick, man, because I like, you know, styles that are different, I guess, and unorthodox, and it works for him clearly. It's not conventional, and he also switch hits as well, Flowz. He switch hits really well. It's like I said, it's like a real rhythm, fluid, unorthodox style that he throws with. And Conceição, obviously, Flowz, we know what he comes with. He comes with combinations. One thing about Conceição, bro, he lets his hands go. So this fight was already from the first round, from the first 2 round Flowz. I said, okay, I can see what's going to happen with this fight, because you've got Conceição, Navarrete using his awkward style to catch Conceição, and Conceição was just firing back every time with combinations and catching Navarrete. So it made for an amazing fight, Flowz. Conceição was dropped twice. I think once in the 4th round, and then another. Was it second and fourth? I can't remember, but yeah, he was dropped twice. One was an uppercut they didn't see coming, and then the other one I think was a body shot. Yeah. So Navarrete dropped him twice, but even despite the knockdowns, Flowz, Conceição just came back on a mad one. Piece, as in catching Navarrete with great shots, clean shots. I think the thing that lets Conceição down, Flowz, is the fact that he doesn't really have power. And the commentators said that, you know, how he still fights in that Olympic style or the amateur style of he doesn't really turn his punches over. He almost like slaps his opponents with his punches, as opposed to turning his fists over, you know, and sitting down in his punches. So he was catching Navarrete with some great shots, clean shots. But Navarrete was able to walk through him because, again, there's not much power there. Whereas when Navarrete was catching Conceição, you could see it, you can feel it. Like, you're seeing him take a step back and whatnot. So power stakes lie with Navarrete, but in terms of the output Flowz, Conceição to me outworked him and outlanded him. It's just the fact that obviously his shots didn't have much pop to it compared to Navarrete's. But as I said, despite the 2 knockdown Flowz, it was back and forth action, and Conceição wasn't to be deterred. He came roaring back, And again, the output just increased and increased and increased. And that's what made it an amazing fight, Flowz. And even though it was given a majority draw, I actually thought that Conceição won that again. But I can see why he gave it a draw, obviously. But for me, he landed more, did more of the work. It's just unfortunate that obviously those 2 knockdowns are probably what cost him in the judges' eyes. But to me, he won that fight. So again, I feel sorry for Conceição. He's cold. But yeah, they're gonna run it back, I think, and they need to, because that was sick, man. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, great fight. I liked what Conceição was doing the whole fight. His jab, his movement, the combinations, letting his hands go, how active he was, even defensively, dodge, countering, slipping shots. He was doing a lot of good stuff. But Navarrete, obviously, less active than he usually is. But the power and the angles of some of these shots really, really gave Conceição trouble. Navarrete never really looked hurt. I mean, there were some points where he stumbled and whatnot, but I don't think he was actually hurt. Maybe it was just off balance. Yeah. But he was hurting. He was hurting Conceição in portions in the 4th round, 6th. I think there was another round, even in maybe the 7th or 8th. He really had one round. There was one round
Conceição was saved by the bell. Yeah,
it might have been the 10th round or something, where he, despite Conceição having a good round, a couple of shots in, and he's hurt. He's looking wobbled. His nose, his blood coming from his mouth. I felt Conceição, without the knockdowns, definitely won. I think he won most of the rounds. I think the only thing outside of the knockdowns, the only thing they never really had was just the power stakes. Actually seeing Conceição hurt, so I gave him a few rounds of that. I was happy with a draw. I felt
I'm not mad at it. I felt like the thing won, but
I think a majority draw to Navarrete is harsh. I think if anyone should have edged it, it should have been Conceição. But it's just a shame about those knockdowns for him. Third attempt at the title, and he's come up short again. Despite legit, he should have won one. I probably should have won 2, but great fight. Happy to see them run it back again. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, for real. I want Conceição to stay. I literally, my one wish now is for him to win the title before he packs it. He's 35 now, obviously, Flowz.
Yeah,
I feel like he deserves. Like, he's, as you mentioned, Navarrete wasn't, because usually we see Navarrete is super active with his hands, and he was active, but he wasn't as active. He was getting outworked by Conceição. I think maybe because of how good Conceição was, that
making him miss.
That's why he wasn't able to be. Yeah, because usually, even though Navarrete said he had his successes and he dropped this guy twice and he still had the same style, usually he's firing his hands at the opponent's being overwhelmed by just how awkward it is, and just you'll see him punch from angles that they don't even see coming. But because I think how good Conceição is, he was able to get his hands as much as he normally did. But yeah, they were both very respectful. They seem to be both on it. Like, Navarrete straight away, like, yeah, I'm 100% going to give him a rematch if he wants it. Yeah. And if they can make it happen because he deserves it, he's really good. So there's mutual respect there. I will, 100% want to see a rematch. Navarrete isn't great. I always tune to a Navarrete fight because he's usually exciting. And Conceição, I like him a lot as well, man. I always try and see him if he fights. But yeah, man, based off that fight, bro, Shakur never had a chance. Shakur never had a chance to win the crowd over, because that fight was a war, and then you've got into that sort of snooze fest with him versus De Los Santos. But yeah, all in all, good night's work for boxing. Flowz, let's move over to the UK. Quickly round up the Adam Azim card. Start with undercard, Flowz. We said that they're gonna. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question, Flowz. What was the point of that fight for Richard Riakporhe?
To just get him out, show him again, have him call out CBS. I think it was a promo run, that fight, as opposed to it was a promo run.
Yeah,
but good to see him get another run out again. But everything he said that it was beneficial, as in getting him out in front of a big crowd. It was your call, I believe. So it's not going to be the same as Bournemouth crowd that you're going to.
Yeah.
And what was it? 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Got Dylan Bregian, French guy. We said his record 3 wins by KO in over 20-something fights as a cruiserweight. We knew what was going to be there for. He got him, like, it was the most mismatch of the mismatches that we've seen, really, Flowz. The moment Riakporhe let his hands go, this guy didn't want to know. He was peak. So 2 rounds, easy peasy.
That's fine.
Yeah. Adam Azim, Flowz. We have a new European champion against he beat Petitjean, French. He was a holder of it, French European champion. I like the performance, Flowz, from Adam Azim. I liked he was patient, and he didn't look to blast this guy out of there. I think in it was round 2, Flowz. I think early rounds he's tried to do his usual, get this guy out of there. And this Petitjean in the second round, Flowz, I don't know if you remember it, but Adam Azim's coming in to launch an attack. This guy's countered him nicely.
Yeah.
And him stumbling back.
Yeah.
Bro, he hit him with something nice. I said, ooh. I said, okay. I think Adam Azim, he felt that one. He thought, you know what? Cool. I mean, I don't have to rush in. I can take my time with this one. Scheduled for 12. I think this is 12 first. I think it's his first 12th rounder. So scheduled for 12. He broke this guy down, Flowz. He took his time, broke him down, worked behind the jab. Yeah, obviously, you see the physical advantages were all in his favor. This guy was small compared to him. And I just liked his combination. He was able to pick his shots nicely. And then finally, Flowz, was it the 10th? Was it the 10th round, I think it was, where he stopped him? Or was it the 8th?
He dropped him with a body shot early on. No, not early on, but early on. There was one knockdown, and there was a knockdown in like the 7th or I can't remember. But there was a knockdown, and then he got him out of there a few rounds later.
Yeah. So it was. Yeah, I think it might have been. Well, I thought it was 8th, but I can't remember. Yeah, he dropped him first, but then it was a 10th where he finally stopped him.
Yeah,
and I like I said, I like the work from him, Flowz. He looked poised, he looked patient. Again, I said how as he's been moving up the levels, the resistance is becoming greater and greater. We were used to him stopping guys in 1 or 2 rounds. He hasn't been doing that anymore, obviously, as he gets fights better opposition. And I like that, obviously. Maybe earlier on in this fight, he felt like maybe he could have got this guy out of there. He got a nice counter. And he thought to himself, you know what? I could take my time with this one, be patient, break him down. And exactly what he did. So that's showing poise, maturity, Flowz. And he's going to need that as he gets up the levels, as I say. So this guy was always going to be lose to him. Obviously, he had all the advantage over this guy, but you can take your time to break someone down. You don't have to rush and get someone out of there straight away. I know it looks good for the fans and whatnot, but some of these guys are better than that, and they're not going to let themselves be washed so quickly. So you have to take the time to break it down. This Petitjean Flowz, his defense was killing me because when he felt that body shot, the way he tucked in, it was just bro, he fully tucked in, high guard, tucked his elbows into his body, and he was just bobbing and just weaving, bro. That's all he was doing. It was killing me. That was his defense. But I said, you ain't touching me with that again.
But it worked for him. He survived.
Because he's small.
Yeah,
it made the surface area so small. Remember, Adam he got pinged for a low blow. Yeah, it wasn't actually his fault. It's because this guy was so small and compact that there was no target for him to hit Flowz. It was peak. Yeah, man, he was killing me with that.
Yeah. And I'll give the ref some credit because I was saying to the ref, don't jump in, because there was points where Petitjean wasn't throwing, but he just threw one punch. But he was surviving. He wasn't like he was getting pummeled. He was had his guard tucked in. He was blocking. He was surviving. He was catching the shots. But he wasn't throwing back. There was several points where then he would just throw one punch to kind of get on his back and move again and survive.
Yeah.
So I was like, look, he's not too badly hurt. He's still in there. Don't just jump in and give it to Adam Azim and say, hey, here you go. Here's a European. This is a championship fight. So, and fair enough, it allowed Adam Azim to break him down after the first knockdown, whenever it was 5th, 6th or something, and then finally get him out of there in the 10th, where the towel came in and he'd fully dismantled him. So obviously we don't want to see fighters get too badly hurt. So the stoppage came at a good time after the second knockdown, but we don't want to see refs gift fights to fighters. So let Adam Azim earn the win, which he did.
Yeah, nice win for him, bro. He called out. I think he called out Harlem Eubank afterwards in one of the interviews. He said, he wants to make that fight happen. I mean, I've got no qualms with seeing that fight. I mean, that's fine for me. Again, I think they're moving right with Adam Azim. Ben Shalom has now come out and said the next year, he expects him to fight for a title and stuff. I don't know about that one, Ben. I think he should just chill. But yeah, I think they're moving him rightly in terms of, the opposition. You can see he's slowly getting better opposition now. Maybe a domestic dust up with Harlem is what he needs next. I don't know. But yeah, let's keep it at a decent level for him before he moves up to the next big stage. And that's throwing his hat in with the rest of the 140-pound demons, because as we know, Flowz, it's a hot division. But we ain't gonna rush him. He's gonna come though. He's coming soon. So yeah, we just keep moving how he's moving. He's doing the right things, Flowz, for me.
I think they're trying to egg him on to start calling out some, because I've seen him saying names like Shakur Stevenson and all the other big names, Haney's and Tank, and I'm like, chill, young buck.
Chill.
That's what he's supposed to do, right? He's meant to call out the big names. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen next year. But Sky and Box have a real problem where, in terms of generating pay-per-views, so they need this crop to
they need him to become the star. Yeah, it's true.
They need this crop to get going. Like they got a lot of young stars, so they need to start creating some pay-per-view opportunities, and Adam Azim's potentially one of those. So they might start to speed them up. Who knows?
Yeah. Good win for him, though. Happy for him, European champion. We'll see what happens next for him. Shout out to Adam Azim. Shout out to Richard Reactpool for their wins. Flowz. Okay, we got a couple previews. So look, hey, it's been a great week. And this upcoming week, Flowz, we got 2 mega fights to talk about, really. Do you want to start with the rematch? Katie Taylor, Chantel Cameron. Obviously, that win for Chantel Cameron was huge, Flowz. We knew this rematch was happening. I can't lie, Flowz. I think we're going to get the same result. I'm coming straight out of the gate with my prediction. I think Chantel Cameron is just too big and too strong for Katie Taylor, bro. I'll be so real.
Is it the same weight?
Hang on, I'll check now. I got it up. Yeah, it's for the undisputed super. Wait, no, it's not. No, I think it's like I think she's gone down to Katie Taylor's, because before Katie Taylor came up, right, to fight her at her weight.
Yeah,
I believe she's gone down because it's saying it's for the undisputed super lightweight championship, which is what Katie Taylor holds. So that means that
is she on the super light? I thought she had the light. Which is he's not moving up and down too much.
Wait, hang on. Retained. She's got she's got the lightweight belts.
Katie Taylor does,
So why is it saying Matchroom site is saying it's for the undisputed super lightweight belts? Okay, so that means that it's super lightweight. So that means it's for Chantel's
belts, So it was for her belts before. Yeah, it was for her belts before. She just retained her belts, okay. Chantel was undisputed.
Okay,
it was undisputed,
Yeah, okay, so that means okay, so
get another shot at her belts.
wait, how? Oh wow, Matchroom really pulled some strings, boy. But okay, so that means that it's at the same weight. That's hilarious. That's so
funny. Had a shot at the belts, lost it. Gets a shot in our home team. Yeah, that's A side for you.
For real. For real. But yeah, man, look, Katie Taylor, she gave a valiant, the first time Flowz, she gave a valiant effort, as she always does. Katie Taylor will always scrap. As in fact, we say she likes scrapping too much. But Chantel was able to stick it on her, bro. Like, we've never seen anyone stick it on her before. And Chantel herself is a cold boxer. So she's got the size and the boxing ability to really give Katie Taylor some problems. This is exactly what she did in the first fight, Flowz. I feel like this is just too much of a size gap to overcome for Katie. If she does this, Flowz, this might be her greatest win. I can't lie, because obviously the Serrano win was monumental, but the odds are probably stacked against her this time, bro. And you're saying Cameron's seen, what she did the first time. She's beaten her before. So she's had that taste of winning against her. So she knows what she needs to do. And Chantel Cameron is someone that seems super focused to me, Flowz. I don't think she's going to do Andy Ruiz. So that's why I'm pulling towards Chantel winning this, bro. At beating her twice, which is a shame, because we know afterwards, if she loses this fight, Flowz, Katie Taylor, you know what we're going to hear. You know what calls we're going to hear in terms of, maybe it's time for her to call it a day, blah, blah. Yeah. That's why her winning would be crazy. The gas would be crazy if she wins this in her home turf. Ireland again, if she wins this, that's crazy. But yeah, I think Chantel's come to upset the apple cart again, bro. I I can't look past it.
We're talking predictions. I feel Katie Taylor's going to take a controversial win. Another controversial win.
So basically, you're saying that she's not going to win, but she's going to
win. yeah.
Okay.
I thought it's been a close fight. All Katie Taylor fights have been close, no doubt. She's always comes to fight, but we've always seen Katie Taylor typically take the close fights, the controversial ones. There's been a few in her career already.
Yeah.
I thought they might even bust her the first Chantel Cameron one. She did.
Yeah,
she lost it.
I thought so too. Yeah.
And she's lost a few fights in her past for keeping her part.
Yeah.
I just think, look, the way what we just read out, another shot at her belts in Dublin again. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
So, and look, even I think one judge gave it a draw last time as well. No?
Yeah.
It had it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Just another round here and there, and boom, she's won. So I think they might nice her. And that's no knock on. It's not like a Bivol v Canelo where I think thought Bivol would wash Canelo and get robbed. This might just be a close one. But we'll see. We'll see. Chantel's cold. She's good. She can certainly win. She won the last one. She can do it again.
Yeah.
Just judging is my concern here.
I hear it. And it probably will be close because Katie Taylor doesn't let things be other than close because she has to always have the last word in exchanges. She's throwing her hands. It's just the way Chantel stepped to her last time, Flowz, was I thought to myself, wow.
Yeah.
Like Chantel from round one, bro, started bullying her from the first round, stepped to her, onto her. She wasn't letting Katie breathe. And that's usually what Katie allows his opponents. So seeing her get moved to like that was like, wow. And it wasn't an MD, it was an MD win for last time. To me, it was UD all the way. I thought, comfortable. Chantel's got this. But as you know, Katie Taylor, her superstardom, as you said, Flowz, is huge. So, yeah.
I have a big fight with Amanda Serrano again. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, I hope it's not that what you suggest in terms of it's a controversial. I really hope it's not that because, as you know, we don't like to see controversy in the sport. And if it is controversial, we already know what's happening in terms of behind the scenes. Serrano's there, all that kind of stuff. That'd be a horrible way for Chantel to lose because she's undefeated herself and she's worked really hard to get this position. So I hope, fingers crossed, we don't get any controversy and it's a clean-cut win for whoever takes it. But yeah, I'm leaning towards Chantel again. I think Chantel, yeah, man, she moved that first fight, bro. She moved me. She really did move me. I thought to myself, yeah, this girl is very. I mean, before I was a fan of her. Before I knew she was cold, but that performance there on that stage, bro, you've got tens of thousands of Irishmen screaming at you, and she didn't even look. She looked like she was at home. Crazy. That performance was crazy to me, bro. So yeah, I know she's made for the big occasion. I've seen it already. So yeah, that's why I'm going to lean towards Chantel. Cool, bro. All right, cool. Let's move on to America then, bro. One of the fights that I've been anticipating for a while now. As it's gotten closer, I've got more and more excited because of the potential, fallout that's going to happen for the winner. We've got David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, versus Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. It's going down this weekend, bro. At light heavyweight. I think it's for one of the interim light heavyweight belts. So basically, we know what this is. This is basically the number one contender shot for Canelo Alvarez. Finally here, Flowz. Give me your thoughts, bro. You excited? I
am. I think this is Benavidez is doing the right things to impress me. He's taking on all comers now.
You called for it. And it's here.
He's doing it. Got planned out the way, right into the mix with Vivo Andrade, who's supposedly highly ducked. Well, he has been ducked.
He has been ducked in his career. Well, let's be real,
He's been ducked. He's been avoided. He hasn't really had the opportunities, and that's partially maybe the same reasons. Shakur might suffer. Shakur might suffer for him if he's not careful.
It's partially his fault, but yeah.
He said he's boring. He's had injuries, to be fair to him. But look, he's a great fighter, highly skilled, been inactive.
Very inactive.
Will play a part in my prediction. But I think it's a great fight, and it's great for Benavidez. He's now making it himself. People already behind him. But at this point, Canelo can't avoid what he's doing. He's fighting people. You can't say he's not fought anyone. He's fought people.
Yeah.
He's fighting people now. And yeah, great fight. Keep making fights like this happen, PBC. Shout out to PBC as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It's a great fight.
Yeah. Yeah, massively looking forward to it. Obviously, we've got Boo Boo coming up. I mean, he's been up 168 for, I guess, a while. Well, yeah, 168 for a bit now, but obviously, because he's so inactive, you don't really see. I've been a big fan of Boo Boo for a long, long time. Back when he was at 154, even Flowz. Recognizing how high skilled he is, and you hear a lot of other American fighters who are in the amateurs and whatnot say how he was one of the best and he beat them all, that kind of stuff. Watching Boo Boo fight, it's interesting because he's also another one that's quite unorthodox in how he fights Flowz. It's weird. He looks like he stylistically should be a proper technical boxer, and he sometimes has that to him, but he's also very rough and rugged at times as well. Throws punches from weird angles and does weird things in the ring sometimes, bro. I call him unorthodox in the way he fights as well sometimes. He's not the most conventional. It's weird sometimes. Yeah, I've seen him be conventional, but I've seen him do weird stuff. I don't know.
I don't know what brings that on because it doesn't seem like it's a style as such that he's doing it. I don't know if he's trying to get people out of there or I don't know what it is when he does that.
I know it is. Because his entire career, he's been plagued with the whole that he's boring, doesn't put bums on seats. I noticed a shift from him in the sense that I feel like he tried to be a lot more aggressive to try and force people out of there. And it wasn't really working. He was still going like 12, like he would wash someone for 12 rounds.
Yeah.
But I don't think he carries natural power, bro. So because he's not able to get them out of there, he's looking like he's forcing a knockout. He's jumping in, looking a bit wild. You remember Flowz? Like there were times where he's looking hella wild, just throwing wild swings. And it's like this ain't your get. Like stick to what you know. In terms of just be that boxer that we know you are. But because I think in his ears he's hearing, obviously Hearn's putting pressure on him each time because it's like you put a good performance out there, we can get you the fight with Canelo or get you the fight with Jacobs. And these big fights never materialized when he was with Matchroom. And it's partly because I feel like because he wasn't seen as exciting to watch. So he was trying to force the excitement. But we know, Flowz, if you try and force excitement, you actually look horrible. You look even worse because it's like you're looking wild and whatnot. So that's why he's been fighting like this, I believe.
And you know what? It's because of the level of opposition he's fighting. Because they're not great.
Yeah.
That he can afford to do that and force it. Because they're not great either. It doesn't...
Yeah.
He's not rating them, so he's trying to be wild and get them out of there.
Yeah. There's no gel. It's weird. It's weird. It's very weird. He like I said, I've seen him box very, very well when he wants to. And yes, there's other times when I've seen him do the rugged or weird stuff. So I don't know what version of Boo Boo we're going to get, bro. Honestly, it's been such a long time since I've seen him. Like, properly. I mean, I know he fought recently on the PBC undercard, but he was up against some food. But I haven't seen him. I think the last time I saw him properly, bro, was probably Liam Williams. I'm trying to think. Yeah. In terms of the last time I saw him properly, out there properly, like against a decent opponent. And again, he washed Liam Williams. I think he dropped him a couple of times. Yeah. That fight was another funny one because he dropped him a couple of times, but he wasn't able to get him out there.
Yeah.
And it was just rough and rugged and like just bare scrappy. It was a really weird fight again. So yeah, I'm not too sure what version of Boo we're going to get. I recognize that he has been very skilled in the past and he is a good boxer and he has been avoided. I do agree. But again, because he's not really a draw and he's trying to put bums on seats, the right doors haven't opened for him. Boo Boo's been calling out Charlo and Canelo since 154-pound days, bro. Remember time ago, like he's been around for a long time. Yeah. So
this is a good opportunity for him. A great opportunity for him.
Oh, look, he acknowledged that this is his biggest opportunity because he's kind of seen as the forgotten man in boxing. People forget that he's undefeated still. He's a 2-weight world champion. He was champion at 154 and 160, I believe.
Yeah.
You know, he's got the amateur pedigree, all the accolades as America. Like, really and truly, like, if you look at his accolades, bro, Boo Boo should be an American star. If you look at what, in terms of what he did in the amateur days, 2-weight world champion, undefeated, got charisma as well, can talk, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it just hasn't gone for him. So this is almost, I don't want to say last chance saloon, but this is a huge opportunity for him to put some lights on him and be like, okay, Boo Boo, he's still around. He's still got it. All that potential realized, you know what I mean? No, I'm not calling it last chance saloon. Not at all. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I'm laughing because this is legit his first test.
Crazy, isn't it? Crazy.
it's his first opportunity.
He's been around
to
for
actually
time
test
as
himself.
well, bro. He's been around for ages. We've been
Because people
speaking
have-
about Boo Boo for time.
Yeah, people have avoided him. The fights we want to see haven't been made. So this is he's
And-
legit first time to show how good he is potentially. But
And it didn't
and
help
it's at the
for
back end of his career.
his career. And it didn't help for, but he's fighting once a year as well. The activity was killing him.
Yeah.
So you compare that with Benavidez now, who obviously Benavidez is probably now like if I'm to guess who's gained the most fans of the year from boxing, probably Benavidez is up there. Everyone loves him now. Everyone's run to Benavidez now. They're saying that Canelo is scared of this guy and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, we know. Look, we've said from day, bro. Benavidez has a very his style is very crowd pleasing. I've said that from day one. All action, high engine, high octane. When it comes to throwing his punches and throwing his hands, Benavidez is one of the best in the world, bro. He really throws his hands.
Yep.
You know, offensively, he's devastating to watch. The combinations, bro, the non-stop offense, the speed, the power. He's got it all. He's got the size for the weight as well. So, yeah, I can see why everyone rocks with Benavidez and they see him as a big threat. He is a threat. He's a problem. That Caleb Plant performance was really good, bro. Obviously, Caleb Plant was one of our guys as well. I like both of them. Plant was outboxing him early doors, I'd say.
Yeah.
He was winning the boxing match. But then obviously you've seen that engine kick into effect for Benavidez. He's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And he overwhelmed, to be honest, he overwhelmed Plant in the end.
Beating him down.
And you know what? We know Plant's a fighter, so credit to Plant because he took the punishment and he stayed strong.
Yeah.
But you're seeing what Benavidez was like, rah. Like, this is starting to come on mauling right now. So Andrade, for how good he is going to have to deal with that. And I can't lie, folks, it's a lot. Because Benavidez has got the size as well over Andrade. He's fought the better competition. He's been more active. To me, I'm saying it now, Flowz. I can't really look past Benavidez in this one, and I rock with Boo Boo. I think Boo Boo's sick, but I look at just like against the competition, the activity, who Benavidez has been fighting, and then obviously I'm looking at that engine where he generally gets stronger. I don't think Boo Boo will have the power to harm Benavidez. I damn sure think that Benavidez has got the power to harm Boo Boo, though. That's for sure. Especially when he's accumulating them punches. Yeah, man. To me, it screams Benavidez winning this one.
Yeah.
I'll be so real.
Yeah. Everything stacks up in Benavidez' favor. Just looking at it from size, activity, level of opposition. Yeah. Boo Boo's, it's like I say, it's an opportunity for him to show the whole world at this point. Even his fans that he can do it because it's a tough ask. But yeah, it should be a good fight. I do think Benavidez wins. I think Benavidez, his output will eventually overwhelm Boo Boo. But Boo Boo can certainly do it if what we've been saying about him is true. If he's made weight right, if he's been training right, if the preparation's been there, if he's still focused and hungry, it's possible he can do it. He just needs to show us. It's all it is. I always say that he has no chance.
Boo Boo's best bet is making it rough and ugly, you know. Naturally, I would say,
I think he
try and
will.
outbox. Yeah, I think he's going to go in there and on his chest, make it, clinch up, wrestle, that kind of stuff. I think he's going to, the ones where you're hitting the clinch. He's good. He's very good at doing that. So, yeah, I think that's his best bet because we've seen Benavidez outboxed by a superior boxer, Caleb Plant. And Boo Boo might be a superior boxer to Benavidez. But in the end, that engine swallowed up that good boxing ability. So I don't think that's his best. If he tries to maybe box on the outside like he did, like Plant was doing, you can win rounds off that for sure. But when it comes to 6th, 7th, 8th round, when the engine kicks in, I don't think you'll be able to hang with him. So maybe his best bet is to rough him up and try and take away some of his energy early doors.
I think he's got to merge the two stars. I think defensively he's got to tie him up and tangle him.
The moment he starts to let his hand, just grab him and then
don't let him just get off his boom boom and break you down. You got to avoid
once
that.
He does that, bro, it's a wrap. Yeah. I hear that.
And then I don't know how much puppy he's gonna have that way to keep Benavidez back off him. So I think he's got box because that's how he's gonna win rounds. But at the same time, he's got to wrap him up, make it ugly. When Benavidez is trying to get off his work, just make it disgusting watching at points. Then get back to boxing and then disgusting again. But yeah, we'll see what he does.
Yeah. Yeah, fascinating fight, man. And I'm happy to see Boo Boo in a big fight like this. This is definitely his big. He's been calling for the big fights for years, and he's got one. It's mad that I never envisioned it. Honestly, bro, I never envisioned it'll be at 168. I remember when he was at 154, he moved up. He moved up to chase Charlo. Never got that fight, and he moved up again. And it's like, wow. So can't forget he was a long time champion at 160 and 160 for time. Obviously, the Billy Joe Saunders fight didn't happen. He's had a lot of setbacks, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy he's finally got his big fight. It's just a shame that I don't know if he's still in his prime or not, bro. I don't know if all this activity is going to see, it has this ring rust going to affect him. It'd be nice to see a prime Boo Boo in this type of fight. But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. And we know what the reward is at the end of at the end of this fight is Flowz. It's that date with Canelo locked in. Unofficially, obviously, but yeah, that's what we assume is going to happen. Both of these guys have been calling out. I mean, Booby's been calling out Canelo for a long time. Back when he was at the lower weight classes, Benavidez has been wanting Canelo for a while as well. It's a nice price to have dangling, right, Flowz? So it's within these guys' best interest to go hard because that Canelo lottery, as we know, is sweet. It's retired certain man. so yeah. Well, I say that, but Billy Joe's come back now, so yeah. But
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I look forward to this one. Flowz, we've got to talk about the undercard. Chief support is Jamal Charlo, the return of Jamal Charlo, Flowz, against David Benavidez, his younger brother. Was he younger or older? Older. Actually.
He's older, yeah.
I forgot he's older, yeah. Up against Jose Benavidez. Flowz, when I saw that they had a little presser, it wasn't really, it was a little Zoom chat, to be honest. I started laughing because I already knew what type of time these two, because we know what type of character Jose Benavidez is. He's happy to run his mouth. And Jamal, who fresh off, I don't even know what. Jamal didn't seem right to me still. I can't lie for it. He didn't seem right to me. But anyways, he was running his mouth like crazy as well. He was talking some stuff, bro. He said Jose can't walk down the same block he got shot. I said, oh my goodness me. That is deep. Hey, Jamal was moving like Jamal.
Yeah.
It's been what, almost 3 flipping years since we've seen Jamal Charlo grace a ring, Flowz. So I'm guessing it's definitely 2 years, 2 and a bit years.
Yeah.
This fight's at 163 pounds.
163.
Yeah, it's not at 160, it's at 163. So that's why Jose was talking in the press like, oh yeah, why couldn't you make it at 160? You're unprofessional, that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's not at 160, it's at 163.
So is it for his belt?
No.
And he still got that belt. He's still holding that belt.
Yeah, he's still onto the belt.
Al Haven.
Yeah, I don't know how he's patterned this, man, but yeah. It's a bit, again, I guess it's like I said, a comeback fight for him. Jose Benavidez is good. Obviously, we know he's got a leg injury. Well, I say he's got a leg injury. He's got a leg problem. Since he got shot in that leg, he's never been the same again. Still a good boxer, mind you, and still done very well, despite the fact that you can clearly see that his mobility isn't the same anymore. But yeah, it will be a good fight because they both come and fight. Jose Benavidez isn't afraid to let his hands go and come forward. He's a good boxer still. And Charlo, we know, to be honest, I don't know because we haven't seen him for over two and a bit years. I don't even know what Charlo we're going to get. I hope that, honestly, Flowz, my hope is that mentally Jamal Charlo is okay. He still seemed a bit funny to me, I can't lie. He still seemed a bit funky to me. But I hope that mentally he's in the right place to step into that, because you can't go into a boxing fight Flowz not being right mentally, let's be real. So I really do hope that mentally he's okay to perform in the ring, and he, this 2 almost 3 years out hasn't taken a huge toll on him, and he still looks good.
Yeah.
Because I can't lie, Flowz, if Charlo looks horrible, I think he should retire.
Yeah. If he loses, he's done. He's done. Yeah. It's that. He's finished. If he loses, he's finished. Jose Benavidez has come from 140, right? He's been at 140.
No, he moved up. He used to be. He used to be at 140, fought at 147, fought at 154 against Danny Garcia most recently. Then he was like, all right, what's he doing at 154? 163 up? Yeah. I don't know. Jamal's got to handle that really and truly. Yeah, Jose, to be fair to him, he's always been big. Even at 140, he's tall, huge. He's very lanky,
super skinny. Yeah.
But Jamal should be handling this. Like naturally, that's his weight. Like he's way bigger than naturally. Yeah.
You can't have this guy coming through the weights to smoke you. Coming through the weights to smoke you at yours. Yeah. And I think we both always said Jamal was the better brother
Yes.
when
The
while they were
scarier
coming,
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
while they've been coming through. Mel's obviously been doing his thing, and Miles been on the couch, so that's obviously shifted.
Yeah.
But if Mal can show us what made us rate him, I think what was the fight we were super impressed with him?
What, Derevchenko?
Derevchenko, where
He smoked Derevchenko still. Like that was really, really good performance. Really, really good performance.
Really good performance.
Yeah.
That's the last good performance we've seen from him, because he came back after that and was a stinker.
Montiel
was a stinker. So if he can take us back to, or at least show us something, obviously let's not expect too much. It's his first fight back, but hopefully he looks good. Hopefully his head's right. Hopefully,
man,
he doesn't look terrible. And I hope Benavidez can actually push him to give a good performance. He does come to fight Benavidez. He doesn't roll over.
He does.
Yeah,
Benavidez is good. It's a shame that, like I said, he'll be greater if not for this. That leg injury really messed him up, because he was onto, I think, great stuff. Jose Benavidez. It was a matchup up at 140, and it's a shame. Even against Crawford, like even though he lost,
good.
He looked good. Like earlier rounds, it was a good chess match. He was boxing with Crawford. Like not many people can say that. He was boxing well up until the mobility got to him.
And against Garcia, he looks good as well. So he's never been washed and wrapped up. So I think we will give Mal. Mal's gonna have to earn the win.
Yeah,
but he should win. If he has any aspirations, he should win.
Yeah, it's just a shame, bro, that obviously we've gotten the two Benavidez on the card. It's a shame that, like, let's say like Mal was good and he was at 168, so it was him versus David, and then we could have had, let's say, Mel moved up, so you could have Mel versus Jose, brother v brother. That would have been sick.
Yeah,
which brother's taking the L? Which family's taking the L? That'd been jokes, but it's nice to see the two. I think this is the first time. Is it the first time the two Benavidez brothers have been on the card together? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure. First I can remember, anyways. But it's nice to see them two on the card together. Obviously, I'm sure Mel will be in attendance, anyways. I don't know if they're still beefing, but I'm sure he will. PBC, it's a PBC card, so they'll be there, I'm sure. So they'll, you know how it is. Hey, I hope Caleb Plant is there too. Look, I'm saying that. Look, you take care of Jose. Go take care of your business with Plant, because that boy slapped you in the face. That's what people are saying. That's so true. I'm here for that, bro. I'm here for that. I'll be so real. I'm here for that. So yeah, man. Hopefully Mal is all right mentally, and if he's not, and he looks bad, I'm saying he should call it a day. But I'm not gonna put that on that young man. On that man, we'll see. But yeah, man, Flowz, this has been a bumper episode. Oh wait, no, we can't end it there though, Flowz. We still got more things to discuss.
Yes,
we're bringing back a certain Bozo of the Week segment.
We have
Flowz. Do you want to take us away? Who are you nominating this week, Flowz, for Bozo of the Week?
None other than Jared Big Baby Anderson.
Damn. The number one American heavyweight prospect?
The number one heavyweight prospect. Now, look, I've spoken about Big Baby Anderson before. And we've both spoken about him. We've liked him.
Yes.
But gradually,
he's very talented. Very talented.
Gradually, I've been saying on this pod that I'm not sure if dude is interested in boxing due to a certain number of revelations, him wanting to retire at 26, 27, him not caring about winning the world title, him crying to Roy Jones Jr. saying, but I'm 23, and the pressure, and Jared ain't asked for it. Anyway, the reason why he gets Bozo of the Week is in light of Shakur Stevenson's performance. Devin Haney obviously mentioned it, that I should have given him 10%. Where he's a bomb, this and that. Jared Anderson has poked his nose in. Let me find the tweet, because I was disgusted. I was appalled. He's quote tweeted Devin Haney's tweet, and injected his 2 cents.
Yeah,
he say the same shit when we catch you up. Nigga couldn't even make eye contact when he seen us. Us? Who? Brother, you're a heavyweight.
This is what I'm appalled.
Focus on your career and your fight, your division.
Look, that comes into it. But brother, why is a heavyweight pressing a 140-pounder? You know what? That name, Big Baby, is well earned. Agbayani. That's what we say, bro. That is the most shameful thing I've seen. You're a heavyweight.
When we catch you.
Devin Haney is a 140. Devin Haney's 5'10", 140 pounds. Big baby, you're 6'5", what, 18 stone, something like that. Come on, dog.
Soft, man.
Is that not wow? It's
embarrassing
so
for him. It's embarrassing for Shakur because Shakur needs
he's now
his big heavyweight friend to protect him. And why you talking like it's street beef or it's legit?
It's on site, Flowz. It's on site, right? That's what you're talking like.
It's on. So if Bill and Devin want to get goons and start tweeting at you and say, okay, cool, when we catch you, it's on. Let boxing stick to boxing.
Stick to what you know.
Stick to boxing. Call out the people in your division, beef them, and let Shakur and them, because they're beefing because they want to fight. They want to fight in the ring. You're talking like you want
to. And Flowz,
jump.
They know each other, legit.
Yeah.
They go way back. Yeah. Shakur and Devin
know each other longer than you know Shakur.
Brother, it's actually embarrassing. It's actually very, very important. I'm surprised he get the tweet up. He was even doubling down on it, like going at fans. What? Come on, bro. You're a heavyweight.
They were killing him for it, and obviously. He then followed up with a video saying, Twitter's weird that grown-ass men are defending someone they don't even know. You're defending someone you have no business.
You are the grown-ass man.
You're the grown-ass man defending someone you don't need defending. Man.
Crazy.
Yeah, you got Hardest Boys of the Week. We have to bring it back to you, Jared. I like you.
Was crazy.
But bro, that's crazy.
He's very talented, but that right there is embarrassing. Crazy. A heavyweight pressing a 140 pounder. I've seen it all, man. Boxing, come get your sport back, man. What the hell was this?
Devin's never even mentioned it. Never even spoke about you. Never done nothing.
Bill Haney went crazy. Bill was like, my son will beat you up one-on-one anyways. Oh, yeah, Bill Haney was going crazy. Nah, he can't move it. Now you have to keep the same energy as well. You better.
Now you've made enemies with the Twitter world's cooking you.
Yeah.
Cooking you. And you deserve it. I'm sorry.
Good. I agree, Flowz. We don't play favorites here. Obviously, we got people we rate. We've said many times we rate and Big Baby Anderson, but that right there, it's a soft move. Soft. Don't rate that at all. Yeah, man. Boys of the week, Jared Anderson. Congratulations. It's been, like I said, Flo, it's been a super eventful week of boxing. We had so many talking points. I've enjoyed this episode. Pretty sure there's even more that we left out, but I can't even think right now. I can't remember anything. I think we can call it a day there. If we remember, we'll talk about it next week if we remember. But yeah, I look forward to this upcoming week of boxing. This has been episode 169 of the Strap SZN podcast. As always, I've been your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And guys, please make sure you check us out on all the streaming platforms. Peace.
I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.